Something that can be very useful when working with .NET Maui based applications is to be able to access the navigation stack and see which are the different pages that are part of it. How can we do this? Well, I'm going to create a folder as part of the project called, for example, Utilities. As part of this new folder, I'm going to create a new class called nav utilities. I'm going to indicate that it's a static class, since it's a utility-only class, and we're going to create a static void method and call it, for example, examine. We're going to indicate that as part of the parameters, receive a parameter of type iNavigation, which is the base interface of the property called navigation. If you notice, the data type of this property is a type iNavigation. Therefore, we're going to indicate that as parameter of the method, receive a type iNavigation, which we will call navigation. The idea is that we can invoke this method from any of the content pages that we have created so far, passing a reference of the navigation to be able to examine it. What we want to achieve with this method is to display in the output window which are the pages in the navigation stack. For this, I'm going to create a reference to a string builder. I'm going to name it builder, and this is equal to a new instance of a string builder. Then, through a for each, we're going to get each of the pages in the navigation stack. We can do this using navigation, dot, and we see a property that is called navigation stack. As you can see, when we iterate through this for each, we see that each of the instances that are going to be obtained are of type page, which correspond to the namespace that we're seeing on the screen. And this page type, as you may well remember, is a data type from which a content page inherits. So, knowing this, we can write builder.appendLine to append a string to the string builder, and we can pass as reference page.getType to get the specific type of the page. A page has a property called name, which is going to allow us to get the name of a page. Once we have done this, we can write a book. We have to import the required namespace and invoke the writeLine method, passing builder.toString. Before we invoke the debug.writeLine method, I'm going to add to the string builder a new line of text with a set of dashes so that we can visualize the separation between each of the for each cycles each time we invoke this method. Now let's implement on each of the pages a call to this method. I'm going to close all the tabs that I have open at the moment, and I'm going to open the code behind of each one of the content pages. In each one of them, I'm going to override the method called onAppearing, which is going to be invoked every time that one of the pages appears in the application. Then, inside the method, I'm going to use the nav utilities class. We have to import the namespace that is needed, and let's invoke the examine method. Let's pass it the navigation property, which is the one that actually contains the navigation stack. Let's do the same in each of the content pages, that is to say, I open page 2, I paste the onAppearing method, I import the namespace that is needed, and finally I go to start page and I do exactly the same thing. Now that we have done this, I'm going to start the execution of the application. Here we can already see the application, and if we look in the output window, we can see a section showing us the pages that are part of the navigation stack, which in this case is only start page. We're going to press on the button, and as soon as we do it, in the output window we see a new section with the page that was added in the navigation stack. We're going to press the button that says go to page 3, and once we do this, see how the new page is added to the navigation stack. If we go to the previous page, we can see how the page called final page is being discarded from the navigation stack. If we go to page 3 and click on go to root page, see how all the pages are automatically removed from the navigation stack except the first one called start page, which we navigated to. This is how we can visualize which are the different pages that are part of the navigation stack.